Hello guys, welcome to today's video. Ignore my outfit. Been doing some work around my Rabbitry area. I'm going to be talking about my upcoming plans. So as you see behind me, get out of the way, there's rabbits walking around. So there's a lot going on that I want to talk about. So I guess we will start behind me. So I have a playpen up as my gate. We are actually going to be building a fence right there, and then with a gate so then I can come in and out. And then we're also going to see where this wall ends right here. We're going to also be building a gate right here where that wall ends. So then I have two separate areas on the ground, because that area will be for my colony, so my 2 to 3 breeding does in one buck. That's going to be my pedigreed New Zealand area. And then I'll get back with you in just a sec. So like I was saying, I'm going to have my colony right here. And then on this side, we will be my meat rabbits. And any extra rabbits that I have that I'm growing up to be a potential breeder will be on this side. So colony, this side will be the extra rabbit. Right here is my show pen cage. So I have one big pen here and then 3 small pens right here on the side. I can separate them if I want to. I'm not, but I potentially will. So this is my birthing cage for all the does that are due. This is where they go. So I have my breeding doe in here right now. And I have 3 show rabbits that just went to Houston, and I'm just growing them up and then I'm going to be selling them. So they're in theirs. And then I have 1 pen, 2 pens open, and then I have Mr. Bugs. So this is my plan. We have 1 rabbit in here. She will be moving into this one right here, and Lavender will be moving into this cage once she has her babies and they're weaned at 6 to 7 weeks, and Bugs will be staying here. So basically what I'm going to be doing is whatever doe is pregnant will be in these 2 cages, and whatever doe is literally having her babies will be in this cage or this middle cage. This cage right here is basically for whatever doe is pregnant, and so is this one, but this one and this one will be mainly for the does who are literally having babies that week. Now I'm gonna move over here because it's a little cooler, a little bit shadier for you guys. So that's what I'm planning on doing for those 2 cages. So we're going to talk about, am I adding more rabbits? So the plan is to actually get another New Zealand doe to either replace my Lavender, my main breeding doe. So basically, my thoughts are, if I want to 100% replace her and Bugs, where I can have pedigreed New Zealands, so then when I sell them, the new owner can actually show them at high competitive level. And I'm actually holding back one of her babies. It's actually in one of the smaller cages right now. So my thing is, I want to keep them both, and I have Lavender. I'm starting a pedigree process basically. I'm all over the place right now with what I'm saying to you guys. So basically, Lavender, I'm starting a pedigree process where because they're not pedigreed, I'm just taking the parents of the doe and the buck, and I'm putting that, and then whatever baby I have. So she has already had a litter, so I want to put that. So I can get Lavender's parents, but I can't get Bugs because he's been through so many homes and they don't know. So either I have to replace him, or so basically I think I'm going to replace them both. I've been going back and forth on what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna replace them both for show quality and half pedigreed rabbits. I might still keep them on my Rabbitry for just meat or like stock shows or literally anything like that. But my higher competitive level rabbits, I'm going to get new bloodlines in here, so then I can start getting them, so then other kids and students have high quality end rabbits, and I can also show those too. So I'm thinking Bugs and Lavender will get replaced in the Rabbitry and get moved to a colony styled area, or I'm just going to get rid of Lavender. I'm definitely keeping Bugs or giving him to someone who's just starting off, because Bugs is a great rabbit. He's already gone to 2 shows. He's going to a 3rd one at the end of this month. So he's doing great in the show prospective area, and he's also a really good breeder. Lavender, she's a great breeder so far. She has missed 1 breeding so far. So I rebred her and I'm hoping she has another litter. So she's already down a little bit, but if I put her in a colony style, I'm scared that she will kill one of the other rabbits. A lilac, I was planning on keeping her, and I still am. Gotta see what she becomes to know if I want to keep her fully. I'm definitely gonna keep her until I come back to Texas. I'm going to be leaving the end of May and then coming back 2 months later. So I'll see how much she has grown and what her structure is and everything. I might take her to a few shows right before I decide to breed her to know if she's even good enough to be in my breeding program. I don't know if she is yet because she is one of the smaller does right now. This litter has not become huge like I thought they would. I thought they would grow pretty fast. They have not. So we're gonna see how fast the second litter grows. So that's my thinking for Lavender and Bugs. My thing on Lilac is I'm either planning on replacing her also and just keeping her or selling her for a mate pen, or I'm going to be keeping her and getting her a half pedigreed buck. So I'm either planning on getting I'm staying New Zealand breeds for show right now. But for her boyfriend, she will either be in a colony style or in a cage. I don't know yet. So basically, she will be getting she's going to be getting a boyfriend no matter what, if she's potentially good enough. So the next rabbit for a buck that is coming into my Rabbitry is either going to be a blue New Zealand or a black New Zealand, and there's a reason for that. I've always wanted a black or blue New Zealand, and I love their coloring, and I want to see what the babies turn out as. So I've been looking out for one. So no matter what, I am going to be getting a black or blue New Zealand, either a doe or a buck. Could be both, I don't know yet. I've been thinking it all over. I want to make sure it's the perfect rabbit. So that's my plan for Lilac, and that basically also includes, is there more rabbits coming to the Rabbitry? And the answer is yes. Yes, we are planning on bringing in at least 2 more New Zealand does and 1 more New Zealand buck, because then I have bugs for my meat rabbits, for the non-high quality rabbits without a pedigree, and then I will also have my either fully pedigreed buck or half pedigreed buck, so then I can start building onto the high quality level New Zealand rabbits. And we're going to go to the next division. The next division is, what am I doing with my Holland Lop rabbits? I'm gonna sit down. Whoa. I'm sitting on my cool thing. Okay, so for my Holland Lop rabbits, I have a pedigreed Holland Lop doe, and she is actually currently pregnant. She ended up losing 3 babies at birth, and it's fine. We're going to see how she does at the end of the month, because that is when she's due. Lavender is also due the very beginning of next month, so they're pretty close. So I could always do some rearranging. If she has some live babies she doesn't take care of them, Lavender will take them. So basically, what am I talking about? Holland Lops. I am planning on keeping 1 to 2 Holland Lop babies for show. If she has live kids, my FFA teacher automatically gets one because I'm using his buck. But in April, I am planning on getting a pedigreed Holland Lop buck to come to my Rabbitry, so then I automatically have a buck in my Rabbitry that I can breed her whenever I need new Holland Lop babies, and he will be pedigreed, so they will go as pedigreed rabbits or just pets. So yes, I'm staying in the pedigreed division. This breeder is very known. She has Holland Lop babies all the time. So I am definitely going to be getting a rabbit before I leave, or when I come back from Michigan, when school starts back up, because I'm still in school. I will be a junior next year. So that is the plans for my Holland Lops. Lots of show rabbits. Planning on doing more shows next year also, and taking more rabbits to see how they do. So that's also what's going to happen. Next division is Mr. Wynn. So we actually don't know what we're doing with him yet. We don't know if we want to get a doe to come to the Rabbitry. He is a dwarf Hodo rabbit, so I potentially could get a female, but we don't even know if we want to keep him yet. We got him for my sister to show, which she's going to be showing him the end of the month, and we will see how he does, and then he might be shown during the summer. We just have to see if that breed is allowed at our local fair, and then if we decide to keep him, he will go to the Texas State Fair. So yeah, that is where we're at. We're still at a question mark on what we're going to be doing with him. If we get a doe, we will be selling babies, a lot of babies. We might only keep 1 for show and then sell it to some local FFA kids, so then they have a chance to show this breed. So that's what we're thinking on him. We just want to, he's still a baby, so we can't really do anything with him right now. It's also going to be hard to find a doe because they run so expensive. He is also pedigreed, so we would have to find a pedigreed doe, and they are so expensive, and we have to find one that is not related to him. So yeah, which I think we did, but she's an FFA student. I don't think she's looking to breed or sell her doe. So I am also keeping an eye out for that perfect rabbit that is near us that we might add to the Rabbitry. The next division is the shows that we will be attending. So I am showing lots more rabbits this upcoming show season. We are going to be going to I'm taking 3 rabbits to our local show at the end of the month, and then potentially a few of them are going to the May show. Then we have our summer show in Michigan, which I'm going to be taking a whole bunch of rabbits to. And then we also have the Texas State Fair show when school starts, like that second month of school. And then our show season starts basically all up, and I don't know what shows. We're definitely going back to Fort Worth and Houston, potentially San Angelo, and a few other shows. So we are going to continue showing, and we're going to be trying to get into more of the shows. So there is that. We will be definitely taking more shows to Fort Worth. Lots of rabbits to Fort Worth, and I'm hoping to get out, still stay in New Zealand whites, but also go into like New Zealand blues, New Zealand blacks, broken New Zealands. So then I'm getting the experience of all the New Zealand colors and learn about them also. So that is our New Zealand show category. All the rabbits that I own, all the breeds, I'm not adding any more breeds. I will be adding more colors, but all the rabbits I own will at least end up at a show to see how they do, so then the new owners know what's in my breeding program, what to breed, like what type of buck or doe they need to match up with that rabbit. So every single one will end up at a show at some point. I like to know what to breed to make my breeding program way better for stockiness, bone structure, everything. Oh, that bird scared my rabbits. And if you're new, I do have a Facebook page. If you are near where I live, you guys can check out my Facebook page. It's RNG Rabbitry, and I post whatever rabbits I have for sale on that, and I give you guys updates if we're going to a show, how we do, before I actually post a video. And I also give updates on how they are doing, if I'm changing anything with my rabbits. So yeah. The last category, I feel like this video is so long, but I don't actually know how long it is yet. Okay, so last category is the cage setup. Okay, so I'm gonna flip the camera and show you what cages I have right now. Okay, so I have my beautiful hutch right here, and then I have all these cages, 1, 2, 3, 4 cages here. And then I have a Tractor Supply cage in the house. I have a Critter Nation cage, which is part of my rat cage, in the house that has Maple in it. When it is in the Tractor Supply cage. And then, like I said, I'm going to be having 2 separate sections. So there will be rabbits in a colony style, and then rabbits in the first section of my Rabbitry. And then in this corner, I'll show you. So in this corner right here, I'm going to be adding, so in that corner, I'm going to actually be adding 2 to 3 Tractor Supply cages, and then wrapping it in tarp. And And I'm actually going to be putting tarp around this cage also and getting rid of this. So we are adding 2 to 3 more right there, and potentially 2 to 3 right there where that shelf is, and moving that all down further, or even right here. I might actually put it here and then have it right there also. So potentially 6 more cages right here. Wynn is actually going to be moving out here, so that is another update. So actually it will be 5 more Tractor Supply cages. So these cages will be for my Holland Lobs and whatever rabbit I am showing in those, and like easily sellable ones. Like, so all my Holland Lobs will be in those types of cages. So my new Holland Lob buck will go in one of those cages. Wynn will be over there also, and then the 2 Holland Lobs will be there. So that's 3, 4. So we have 2 more cages, and those 2 more cages will either be for, I think, will be for the 2 sexes of, so Holland Lob does and Holland Lob bucks. For the weaned kits will also be in 2 cages. So the Holland Lobs will be in Tractor Supply cages. Maple will stay in the house because I like to keep her. She's such a thick-haired rabbit. I want to keep her inside. She's also sweet. She's used to everything, and it's easier to keep her inside. She's litter box trained and everything, and it's easier if I have the breeding rabbits out here and keep her in the house, because the rabbits out here will be my show rabbits because they're right next to my table. We're also building a show table to go to shows and stuff, so it'll be easier for them to be out here because I'll be able to walk through this gate, grab the rabbit that I either sold or taken to a show, load them all up in my travel carriers, and leave. So that will be easier for me to take care of them, and easier for whatever parent is actually taking care of them, because they'll all be basically in the exact same spot. Easy to take care of. I'm probably missing something, but if you have any questions on any of the updates that I have given you guys, please let me know. I am also going to be putting this cage up on this wall so it's not on the ground. It'll be easier for anybody to take care of them. So that's also an update. We will be putting that up in the air against this brick wall. And I'm just excited to get some new bloodlines in my Rabbitry. I'm excited for the new show season to see what kind of rabbits I have. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know in the comments, or literally any questions. I'm happy to answer any questions you guys have, and see you guys in the next video. Bye guys. I just remembered, I did forget, so I will add this at the very end of the video after I already basically did everything. But we're actually changing out the bottom of this, and I'm going to use that for part of my gate and a hay area for the rabbits. And then we're going to be replacing the bottom with another smaller mesh that this is actually made out of, so then I can have whatever rabbits in this cage and I don't have to worry about issues. So that's why there's no rabbits in these 2 cages right now, because I have to buy the new mesh, tear that all off, have to flip this cage to add the new mesh, and that is literally the next thing I'm going to be doing. So hopefully that'll be done the end of this month. So that is a main thing that I'm trying to get done. And then I also have to buy the new Tractor Supply cages and get the stacking part, which is an extra cost. And then I also have to get a tarp for that, because if you guys saw the video, they all got wet. So yeah, we're definitely getting a tarp to completely wrap that. So I forgot to add that, but there it is. I feel like I keep forgetting stuff. I am also hanging up tags for each pen, and I'm actually going to be doing a different style tag with all the information. So that's also going to be coming, so then I can switch them easier to different cages, whatever cage they're in. And whoever is helping me with chores knows exactly which rabbit, how much food they're getting, what type of food they're getting, and everything. So I forgot to add that, and I don't like, there's so much to talk about. So there's that. Also, the type of thing I'm planning on doing is shower curtain hanger with kettle ear tags, and putting all their information on that.